Welcome to today's hands-on, and today we'll be implementing batch data ingestion with KQL. So this is our flow diagram. We'll be creating a KQL database using event house, and we'll be querying the data using KQL queries, and we'll be building some simple dashboards out of it. So let's begin this end-to-end hands-on. Alrighty, I'm in my fabric. I'll click on new item. Next, let's type event house here. Let's click on it. Let's give a name to our event house KQL DB demo. Let me write it. Let's click on the create button. All right, now we can see whenever we create an event house, it creates one KQL database as well here. If we select here, basically currently there are no data or no tables here. So we need to ingest our data. Our data is in our local computer, is in CSV file. We can click on, there are ways to get data, right? We can click on get data here, and here we got the option local file. Other than local file, we can also use Azure storage account or using the containers. S3, one of the another import from AWS. So multi-cloud is also supported. So let's go ahead by because we'll be ingesting from local computer. I'll click on local file. Let's click on the here. So we need to give a name to our table. So I'll give the name like sales table. Let's click on this tick mark to confirm. And now let's click on browse for files. It will basically give us an option to browse from our local computer. Let's browse our file, which is batch sales. So here the files are getting uploaded. So let's wait for a while till our CSV, the input file gets uploaded. All right, it got uploaded very quickly. The status is green tick, and our file contains the header, right? So that's why we have toggled this, or by default it's toggled first row as header, so that our data is consistent and looks good. And here it also shows the flow that is in the event house KQL database. A table named sales table will be created. Let's click on now finish. Let's wait till the process gets completed. Here we'll be getting the success failed and everything. All right, looks good. Everything green tick. Let's wait till the spinning thing gets over. Then we'll click on close. All right, looks good. Let's click on close now. We got the tick mark here. So basically we have ingested our local computer file or the input file into the event house now in the form of a basically KQL table. If I click on it, so there goes the data as well for our CSV. Contains a small data set, definitely. Now we can use a query to transform and for analytics as well. How do we do it? We need KQL query set here. Let's click on KQL query set. Let's give a name like demo batch. I'll click on create. All right, let's delete all this. I'll click on I'll write my KQL query. So this is basically I'm summarizing sales by region. Let's hit the run. All right, there we got the data. So we are able to now basically query our KQL table here present in the event house. Looks good. Now let's go ahead by doing some more transformations. We can click on this plus sign for a new tab. Now let's filter by electronics category. So we can see the electronics items here, laptop and phone. Now let's do some analytics kind of thing. I'll summarize the sales and all. So let's summarize the total sales now. I'll click on the run button. And here goes the important part. Now let's see if I want to go ahead with some kind of analytics like dashboards, right? So I got the sales data now. So these are these many sales for laptop, 1200 sales for laptop. Let's say I want to transform this in a kind of pie chart or donut chart. How do we do it? I'll here I have add visual. On the right hand side, the visual type, I need to select the type of graph which I need. I'll select pie chart, and there we go. It has started to appear now. Looks good. Visual format, I'll select donut. So donut chart is now ready. Now I can do some kind of formatting as well. Let's say I don't like this red color in the desk. Instead, it should be something like yellow or orange. Now it looks good. So we can prepare in a visual format as well for in a visual because it's kind of presentation ready, right? So we can here see the laptop 1200 sales, right? As per the data. Chair is just 150, and phone around 800 sales. Pretty good. But majority of our sales is coming from laptop. We can see almost 50%, like 49%. So now let's open a new tab. Now there is one important functionality. We can save queries as functions or views inside KQL database. Let's do this. Now let's click on the run button, and there we go. If I click on it here, and there we go. So basically, why is it important? Because it enables reuse in dashboards or monitoring solution. So that's what it goes here. And if I expand this here, I'll get my kind of KQL query as well. If you look, compare this one with here, line number 2 and 3, it looks similar, right? So that's what it's all about, like how we can save queries as functions or views inside a KQL database. All right, so in this tutorial, we have learned how to set up KQL database in Fabric. We have practiced batch ingestion of CSV data, which we have ingested from our local computer. Then we have applied some transformations here, like summarize, filter, and sales. We have found out where we have created dashboard in a pie chart and do not, right? So that's what it goes. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in our next lecture.